Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Anders Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started.
And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Prescott off play action. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 77 yards.
And the Cowboys need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On play action, Love to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd down, Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Love, they go play action now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Love.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And they'll get this down to the 10. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Steps away, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Jordan Love.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
A jet sweep, Dobbs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On the delay, Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing, Love. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their... There he goes, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott steps away. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll
He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Love throwing for it.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's go.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here's Pollard again. He will push his way down to about the 14. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I got one. 7's a Mike 7. You're not ready.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks.
Now he's loose again. How about this? Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down, going to the air with Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Love now to pass on 1st down.
Quick slant to Watson.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's 1st down.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this.
Brandon Cooks.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown. Brandon Cooks.